Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, Josh Dobbs' last game with the Arizona Cardinals, the newest Minnesota Vikings quarterback. This is the video I did not think I would be doing today. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. Before we dive into the video, a quick reminder about the Quarterback School Patreon community. This group is the foundation, the bedrock of this channel. Not only is it a great, cheap way to support the channel, but you get even more Quarterback School content. I really try to create the environment of what it's like in an NFL quarterback room. So all sorts of nuance, detailed depth about not only the quarterback position, but offensive and defensive football at a high level. So if you're interested in that kind of jam, you'll love the Quarterback School Patreon community. Hop over there, become a member. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get into it. Josh Dobbs, the newest Minnesota Viking. We are breaking down his most recent game. Tough one versus the Ravens. I still think there's a lot to like from Josh Dobbs right here. This ain't it, though. To me, playing just a tick too fast, ends up getting into a sack. If he hangs here on the number 1 to the left, this thing ends up coming out. Now, again, he certainly has the ability to make plays, and we'll see it in this video. But there is a level of inconsistency. So bottom of the screen, a little slant out. In, out, got him. You got to be able to trust it. This is third and, call it medium, 3rd and 4-ish. This route right here. Now, could it be quicker? Sure. Up, in, sell this thing to the slant, and then we're coming out of it. You just got to trust and you got to hang on this cat. So he's looking this way. He just gets off of it a tick early. I think they have this little looper return that would have been good up here as well. But to go from 3rd and manageable with multiple winners past the sticks and not convert, not get a throw off is tough. Because in Minnesota, he's going to be asked to hang in there, trust some of these guys to win down the field. They do right here, bottom of the screen. That's a win. We got to put it on him. That's a big win. Double mailbox. Check, check. Got to be able to get that throw off. Can't play the play like that. Trust, execution, just the consistency of getting the ball out is something that jumps off of the film. You couple that with a couple bad turnovers, and it can go sideways quick. Another element that Josh Dobbs brings to the table is the quarterback run game. Now, I wouldn't classify him as an elite runner, but he certainly can run it a little bit, certainly can create. I love the design here from the Cardinals. We're going to fake counter, come out, and if we could control the edge a little bit better at wide receiver and sort this thing out blocking-wise, this thing would have been beautiful. So what is this play? This play is essentially toss crack, but it's got the elements of we're going to come up here, seal, and then we're going to fake counter. So we're going to come out here, and the left guard is kicking out. This sniffer right here, he's going to fake like he's the puller, and then he's going to come out and lead the way. The other element here is that the center is going to, instead of back blocking gap down like he would on counter to the right, he's then going to do this and then get out and block. Now, the problem is here is that 4 takes an L. Okay, so we got a 4L. And then for my money, the center blocks the wrong guy. So if the center were to tight turn this thing and get up here and block the first linebacker he sees, and the sniffer were to be able to block his guy because 4 doesn't take an L, this thing is blocked perfectly. In reality, that's not the case. 4L, watch the center, run out here, follow the center all the way across, snap it, go, tight turn right there onto the backer. You don't have to go block the safety. We've got a sniffer out there to do that. So just poor communication. So right here, if this thing, and again, the quarterback run game, man, creates so many issues for a defense. Right here, we block that. You have to win here. Okay, this is number 4. He takes the L. And then the sniffer were to come up on the other DB. This thing is blocked up. This thing has got a chance to go. This is punt return left. Well, in reality, we lose here. This guy doesn't, in my opinion, does not block the correct guy because they're both going for this guy. And we've got miscommunication. We've got execution errors. It's still a nice play, and you're here to watch Josh Dobbs, but you can see here the run game dynamic of what the quarterback can bring to the table. So misdirection. You can watch that sniffer 85. 85 just picked him up on my fantasy. I like that guy. Get out there, hunting, clean it up. Nice little run. Next one here, 3rd and 1. I really like this play. The guy who's shifting in the back, we're going to try to get him to the flat down here to the bottom. Now we're hot to the bottom, but the back gets tackled. Okay. Savvy move by 6. Dobbs keeps this thing alive, ends up throwing it away. So there's a lot going on here. The first part, just the quarterback part, we are hot to the left. You got to throw this ball. The back in the backfield, that's the number 1 guy in the flat to the left. Little sneak flat. Watch him get tackled right there. See the linebacker 6, track 31, and bear hug. And that's not going to work. Josh Dobbs, he can create. Great job, great balance, strength, good decision to throw that thing away. Now, the sweet irony for this, not that you guys really care, but back in the day I used to coach high school football. We ran this play a couple times. What do you think we called it? Wait for it. Wait for it. The Ravens. I think I stole it from the Ravens, to be honest with you. To me, this is a flat with mesh. Okay, so it is red 1, 2. Okay, now that's the kind of the idea of where the ball is supposed to go. You combine that with mesh, pick, and then that deep hook right here, you've essentially got triple picks. So we're coming through, we're setting picks, we're trying to set picks. But at the end of the day, if the number 1 read right here on this sneak flat, if he gets tackled or grabbed here by 6 and it's not going to get called, this play sucks. Okay, so you would go 1, theoretically 2, but we've got a big dual issue. Big dual left tackle, he's going to take the most dangerous. We want that free runner to come from out here. You know, I think in a perfect world, you would say, hey, Dobbs, get some depth here and just throw it at the feet of the flat. You know, it works out that he makes a play and kind of saves it, so it's not a sack. But you can see here, watch the flat to the back. No. Watch the shallow coming across from up top with the meshers. Now, it's a hell of a play from Josh Dobbs. This is what he can do. This is why it's on here, is because the playmaking ability. He's got this ability to extend and create. Now, is it like a dynamic arm pushing it down the field all the time? No. But he certainly does have this ability to kind of, again, watch the back, watch the left tackle. So left tackle, big duels. He sets wide for the defensive end, closes the door on the backer. Great. Widest guy coming from the farthest. The back gets grabbed right there. You got to throw it at the feet of the back, in my opinion. It's almost like a screen. He thinks he can make a play. He can make a play. It's a little lucky, but strong. Good decision. Throw it away. Okay. Live to fight another day. Next one here, 3rd and 5. We're going to throw the flat. I think the flat is the first read. Josh Dobbs throws it to the correct guy. Now it's a little bit behind him, back shoulder-ish. He damn near gets the first down. That's a tough spot for my money. But for me, just a better ball, a more precise ball would help here. I also think the nuance and details of this route running by the perimeter unit would also help. To me, this is just mesh. And my thing about it, and I can tell right from the jump, the guy going in motion 4, he's not looking at what the defense is doing. He's just running over there and running his route. Now, this thing is supposed to be mesh, and I'm going to call it mesh with essentially an iteration of smash. So where the ball ends up going, right here, flat. Okay, this is almost always paired with a corner. And you kind of read that thing 1 to 2, high to low, low to high, however you want to sort it out. The number 2 part of this is the mesher coming underneath. We are then going to get that deep hook over the ball and the top of the mesh coming out the other way. And so you would just read this thing left to right, right? So either 1 right here, 2, 3, 4. Now that's lines on a paper or on a screen. How you want to run this is with some rubs and picks. Okay, so I'm going to go back just a tick here so we can get the full picture pre-snap. I want the guy going in motion to be looking at the defense and say, who the hell has the back? It's man coverage. Or we'll assume it's man coverage. Nickel's running with him. Who do we think has the back? Well, number 4, he's not looking. He didn't know what. He's just going over there to line up and think, okay, I got a shallow mesh. He's gone. The guy who has the back is right here. 0. Man to man. Right there. So when he just goes out to the flat, this is way too easy for him just to get into his hip and go try to make this tackle. What I would love to see is essentially, it's a glorified double pick. It's a moving double pick. So right here, mesh through this guy, then mesh through the shallow. So you're essentially setting 2 picks as you open it up for the flat and the shallow. And it's not just on 4. I would also want the guy who's running the deep hook right here to come in here, pick, and then get vertical. So we get some rub action going on here. This is just too easy. Like, damn, guys, give me some detail with the route running. Look at 4. He actually avoids 0. That's just bad ball, man. That's blinders football. That, or they're not asking him to do the correct thing. You can get both of those rubs. Now, don't screenshot me and say, look at the corner, dude. The corner's wide open. The corner's open because the ball's already in the air. But again, you can tell 4 is trying to pick for the mesh. He's picking 6. Well, 6 isn't covering number 2. It's just shitty football, man. But it's not on Josh Dobbs. It's just a lack of understanding about what we're trying to do. It's so meshy that you don't understand that the mesh is the second element of the play. We're trying to get the flat. It doesn't get easier than a linebacker staring at 29. He's staring at him from the B gap at the line of scrimmage. It's an easy pick. Whoop. Don't avoid him. Damn. Plus, Dobbs give us a better ball. First down. Instead, punt. Next one here, 3rd and 5. Now, this works out for a first down. We're going to hit the shallow up top, the number 2 coming across. He's got to make somebody miss, get a first down. Okay. And again, we're not in the Arizona quarterback room, offensive staff room. I can't tell you what the read is, but I can tell you that just from looking at his eyes, it looks like he's got the opportunity to drive this thing down the field to a seam. For my money, I would call this play all go with drive. So what does that mean? That means we're going to get seam, where I think the ball should go right there. Best release go. I would prefer he go outside, but he goes inside here. So we've got all go over here. And then we're going to run what I'm just going to call drive concept, this shallow, which I don't think he does a great job, with what we'll call a basic here. So you would peek these guys as kind of alerts and then go 1 to 2. So to me here, this seam is about as open as you're going to see. If you just raise up, put it on him. Now you're almost startled that he's that wide open. The other part about it is this drive or shallow right here. Once this guy starts running this way and looking at the quarterback, he's got to keep running at that speed. Now, I personally wouldn't want to do that in this zone. I would want to run, not look at the quarterback, not look at the quarterback, not look at the quarterback, settle up. Boom, in zone right there. That's just me, though. They make it work here. Again, I think the details are a little wanting on this perimeter unit right now, but you can see here, bottom of the screen, hit the seam. You're looking there. He's looking there right now. Hit the seam. He's already off of it, playing quickly, but gets it back to the shallow or the drive. And again, watch that drive or shallow. It's running through zones. It's about to get smacked. Nice job making 44 miss. Ends up being a first down. A little fortunate right here. So for me here, again, watch his eyes. Just put it right on the seam. You're looking right at it. He's already off of it. So just the timing feels a little funky. Either way, we end up getting a first down. Nice job making somebody miss. Get forward. Next one here, coming out of the 2-minute. This is a brutal turnover. Up top, we're going to run slant flat. Down here to the bottom spacing. We just skymailed this thing. This thing's got no chance. I know there's somebody right in our lap. That was a fast edit right there. You're welcome for that. Jeez Louise. Dobbs infiltrated my editing. But this thing just comes way, way into the front row. And I get it that the center's in a tough one-on-one right there. Getting walked back in our lap. This thing comes out hot and high, never close, not near good enough. And this in reality, this is going to sound harsh, but this type of stuff will get you traded. Okay, so again, just watching this thing from the back. It's not my favorite quick game footwork. It really isn't. And I get it. Someone's right in your lap. I prefer in gun going one step, but many teams do this. Okay, so this is not, I don't think it's a Josh Dobbs decision to do this. This is not like recess footwork. I just think you're just a tick late when stuff like this happens. So for me here, here's where the ball's trying to get. Slant. It's paired with this flat. A lot of West Coast teams would call that dragon. Spacing on the backside. Stinks. Whatever. And we just skymail this thing. And again, acknowledging the fact that it's not easy to play when people are right in your lap like this, but you can't chuck balls like this over the middle of the field and miss by yards on slants. You can't miss by yards on slants, ever. That's way to the backstop. And again, check the footwork out. Catch, 1 step, 2 step, throw. To me, it just feels just a tick late. I would love to just get it on him a tick earlier. That's why, again, the footwork thing's not for me, although I'm sure that's how they do it as a team, as an organization, as a system. But man, that's a bummer. Nice tackle from my guy, 8'5". Again, just watch that footwork. Left foot, right foot, center getting way too much depth. And again, this is a thing now in the league. They're certainly trying to isolate centers. And I'm not saying it's easy. But man, quick game, we can't have penetration like that. Impact the throw. Regardless, if you're playing quarterback, I don't care if the guy runs right through your chin, right through your face. You can't throw a ball this high over a slant. Bad things are going to happen. Bad things. Oh, baby. Next one here, another muddy-ish decision here over the middle. To me, he could use his eyes a tick more to be able to open up the linebacker 6 on this kind of in or basic to 85. He holds him for a hot second. It's just a little bit behind him, and it's just not quite enough with the eyes. And so what I'm talking about here is that this, what we'll call an in or a basic route right here, up and wrap this thing in here. This linebacker right here, 6. In a perfect world here, quarterback-wise, you would love to get back here, and as you're dropping and the top of your drop, look this way. You're essentially trying to IF this cat. You want him to move this way so that it opens up this little in or wrap. But right here, he just doesn't quite move him enough, and then when he goes to throw it, the ball's a little bit behind him. So there's no real anticipation either. So it looks either like the timing, the depths aren't the same, because it's certainly there. We can watch him here. See him looking to the left? He catches that thing, looks to the left, but when he comes back just a tick early, and that allows, you can see 6 on the left, right? Puts his foot in the ground. He then closes that door and makes that throw a lot harder than it has to be. So if he could just look all the way to the left till the back foot hits, and then when the back foot hits, be decisive and rip it right down the hash. Tough, just a tick late, rough one. Halftime, you dig the channel and you haven't already, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications. I appreciate you subscribing to the channel. It means a lot to me, so thank you for doing that. Again, the Quarterback School Patreon community, you know about it. Join, become a member. We also have Quarterback School courses. Now, these courses are the premium content available through the channel. These are deep dives on my favorite football topics. If you enjoy the way that I talk and teach ball, you will love the courses. We have courses on RPOs, tempos, pass protections. How to Beat Every Coverage is the best-selling course. We even have an entire offensive system and framework available for you, so hop over there and enroll in the courses. The link is in the video description. We also have a bunch of free resources available, also linked in the video description. Finally, make sure to follow me across social media platforms. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get back to it. Next one here, 3rd and 12. 3rd and 12 stinks. Okay, so unless it's wide-ass open down the field, we're going to check the ball down. Now, this looks like dagger, and I guess we'll call it like high school Harry curl up top. Nothing's there. The ball needs to go to the check down. We hold on to it too long, strip sack, fumble. Fortunate to get the ball back here, really. There's nothing there. No hero ball here. We don't need hero ball. Just get it down. It's not there. We're not waiting for people to like uncover 3 windows downfield when it's 3rd and 12. You hit your back foot. It's not there. You got either check down. You got the tight end or the back. So whatever this is, and we'll just call it dagger down here to the bottom, post, in. This is the route I can't tell you and really don't want to tell you what it is because it looks like high school Harry curl. Not a fan of that route at all. Both of these, as soon as these routes develop where the second level is just getting depth, all you need to do is check this thing down right here. Boop, check down. Boop, check down. Just take the check down. Easy money, 3rd and 12, punt the ball. Cannot hold on to the ball like this in this type of situation. It's one thing to hold on to the ball in like a shot situation where you think, oh, if I can just hold on to it, it can be a big play. But 3rd and 12 is you're already flirting with disaster. Then to have a strip sack fumble, really fortunate to get this ball back. Nice hustle from the center here. Getting on it, takes an L. Go hustle. Get on it. Get on it. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Next one here, 3rd and 4. Thought Dobbs does a really nice job here hanging on the new number 2 in the bunch up there, the point. My guy, 85. He wins everything except a catch. Can't catch it for him. He knows it. Look at himself. He's hating himself. Oh. Right here, really nice job from Dobbs. Kind of buy enough time. Hang, move in the pocket. Move. No, no, no. Shows the touch. Beautiful throw right up on him. Everything except a catch. Now watch 2 up top. He's the new number. He's actually in motion. So the number 1 becomes the new number 3. Your guy Hollywood, he said, "Where'd who go?" He gets smacked. Doesn't realize he's playing tackle football right there. 0 says, "Hello." Damn. Close the door quickly, blows up the whole play, really. Just a great job from Dobbs here, buying enough time, giving 85 a chance. And at this point, nothing's going right for the Cardinal. Watch 2. Boom. I said, "Hollywood, where'd he go?" Hollywood said, "Where'd who go?" Boom. Shuffle, shuffle, strike. I mean, again, look at the ball location. Perfect. Everything except the catch. Come on. Next one here. Brutal, brutal interception. Bottom of the screen, the corner. Now, I've got a lot of questions about this play, and we'll talk through it. But you cannot make this throw. Again, this is going to sound harsh, but these types of brutal picks, you will not be playing for long. Anywhere. For a 1-7 team, for a 0-15 team, for any team in the league. That's just the reality of it. Now, what exactly is this play? To me, this is naked off counter action. Okay, now the important critical part here is what is going on right here? Does he have a comeback or a hinge here? Or does he have a go or a clear? Because it looks like he runs what I'm going to consider like a turn down, like just chills and then throws up a mailbox thinking that he's open. Because that really allows this corner to impact this play and basically fall off, and now he goes hunting on the over coming across. Because if we're throwing this over, and again, I'm assuming we're throwing the over here, baking this thing, coming out, getting downhill, throwing the over, the guy who's covering the over has his back turned for a lot of this running, that robot technique-ish. But 21 is the one that makes the play. So again, we're not in their room. I'm not going to be on their beat asking Hollywood what the hell this play was, but it looks funky to me at the bottom. Again, I'm not familiar with this route at the bottom, where you would run past a corner and then chill, throw your hand up like that. That doesn't exist. That's not NFL football. So watch the over. Now 26 goes to robot him up. He's got his back turned. I think Josh is throwing the over, but he doesn't realize the corner is just sitting there. Well, in reality, 26 would have picked the ball off because it's a tick late. Tough. Either way, I mean, anytime you throw a pick where 2 guys could catch it and no one from your team could catch it, not a great play. Not great, Bob. Again. I mean, right? Like either one of those guys picks that off. It's a disaster throw. It's a bad decision. You simply cannot put the ball in harm's way like that ever, let alone kind of backed up in your own area. Damn. But it's not quite over yet. I really like this throw. We're going to boot to the left, look down here to the bottom, and then come back and throw that backside in. Really well done. The ball catches him on the body on the break. Really nice job. You can see Dobbs here moving to his left, coming back, looking to his right. So no to the corner, no to the post, yes to the in. Done really quickly, very decisive. To me, this looks like the Vikings. And so what I mean by that is we got the capacity here for a little play action, move the launch point. It looks like we're looking down here first, 1. This kind of happens really quickly, 2. And then where that in is right here, 3. And just a really nice job, even if it is just truly kind of 1 to 2, he does such a really nice job of playing this thing quick at the top. So play fake, set up here, down here to the bottom, no, up here, yes, and it's that quick. So watch how decisive he is. He's able to play this play action game with right here. No, Yes, great base. Ball comes out in rhythm. Good strike, driving the ball down the field in those intermediate drive throws. Just a really nice job from Dobbs. This is what you want to see more of. No, yes. Boom. Right up on the throat. Hell yeah. Next one here, 3rd and 15. My guy, 85 up top. All go versus middle field open. Usually not great play. 85 doing it. Whole unit, get in there, push him in. Hell yes. Now, this whole unit touchdown thing is not going to transfer for the Vikings. But Josh Dobbs ripping a seam versus middle field open with some anticipation. Ball comes out in rhythm. Right on him. That's a tough throw. Red zone seam. It's a big-time finish, no doubt. But, man, I love Dobbs' ability to rip this thing. This is not an easy throw. So I'll pause this thing right at the snap. We can see exactly what I'm talking about. Middle field open, right? That's the first thing we see. We're going to rip all go. All go to me just is 4 verticals, this time at a 2x2. Normally, I would say if this was the look, I would be thinking, hey, I would be telling my back, get out. I'm checking this thing down. It's basically a glorified screen. My guy, 85, does a great job here of getting past that second level of defense and then crossing the face of the third level. So he's got to cross the face of this safety right here and beat the second level defender with his speed. And that's exactly what he does. So pick a seam to the check down or inside out on the verticals and go. Again, look, pause this thing. Now, just a tick of anticipation there. Work the middle of the field. Ball's a tick behind him, but that's a great catch, and that is world-class effort, world-class collective effort right there, getting in, driving him. Bully ball to finish that thing. Love it. Love it. Hell yes. So Dobbs here, pause this thing right at the top. Quick hitch. Again, you can see the anticipation just barely on the top left corner. Wrap it right around 6's ear. Boom. Back shoulder on accident. Great effort, though, right here, man. This is awesome. Can we trade for 85, too? That dude can play. Let's go. Next one here, 2-point play. Dobbs is going to run it in. Again, the quarterback run game. To me, this is spread triple, just out of a little bit of a condensed. We're going to read the C-gap defender on the right. He gives an easy pull read, and we're able to walk the hell in here. So you can see here, they're all confused defensively. I really, really love the design of this thing. So first thing, just design-wise here, we're going to get this horizontal, like eye candy motion. Okay, so that's the first part. The next part here is for the quarterback, we are reading the C-gap defender right here, okay, 20-something. That's who we're reading. He's going to go down and crash and tackle the back. Okay, so the back's right here. We'll call that the dive element of the triple. And then we have the quarterback with the capacity to run it, which he does, run it in. If that, for whatever reason, wasn't there, we're also going to have this little pick down here, and then we're going to have the split flow action of the sniffer on the backside, my guy coming across, and he's going to try to get out into the flat. So you can see here, the idea here is just 1 to the back. That's the dive. The quarterback run game is 2, and then the pitch man is this pick flat. So spread triple from a condensed formation, significant stress with the eye candy. Love the offensive architecture. Dobbs has this in the bag. You can see, look at the Ravens, how pissed they are at each other. Can't sort it out. That's a lot of sideways moving parts. Really nice job here from Dobbs. All Dobbs is going to do here is read the guy who's got his hand on the hash. So this is the read for him. Once he comes down hard, that's an easy pull read. So you do not give it to him. Now we're going to pull it. You're going to get out on the edge. The edge opens up like the parting of the Red Sea. We just take that thing, walk in, we'll gallop in. If that wasn't there, you would have the tight end in the flat with the pick. Whoop. There it is. Nice cut, wide open. Let's go. Next one here, 1st and 10. You know, we're into a 2-minute situation for the Cardinals. They drop 85 up top. My guy, Dobbs, does a great job keeping this thing alive. People grabbing him all over him. Again, he's got this element, this creative element that will be a little bit unique or different for Minnesota. They're not used to this ability to create just a little bit, buy some time. Now, again, there's a coverage bust up top, the corner and the safety. Obviously, we're not going to let the tight end run free like this very often. But Dobbs here does a great job of just staying alive. He is certainly athletic enough, strong enough, good enough athlete. Again, the guy's draped all over him, right? Miss. On him, in the grass, find him. Nice big chunk, let's go. Next one here, I really like this rep from Dobbs. This to me is a 0. He sees it, he checks to the 0 beater up top, the number 1 on a slant, number 2 on a corner, gets the ball out quickly. Good things happen. So we are going to be hot to the left. Got number 10 coming off the edge. He's unblocked. Dobbs can catch it, negotiate the edge, put it on your guy in space, let him go make a play. So again, watch the whole operation here. He's going to see it up top on the slot. And go back here. Watch the slot defender. That slot defender is coming in. Dobbs sees it. Check, check, check. We're checking to a corner and a slant. Now, in a perfect world, if you knew you had enough time, you'd love to just throw the corner. You don't know that you have enough time. Verse 0. If you think you have enough time, sometimes you can like bail away and get that ball up. I personally don't like doing that. Verse 2, open edges. If you're going to do like 6 or 7 person or even 8 person protection, where you bring these guys in like this, then you can kind of throw it down the field a little bit more. But right here, we're going to have this free runner off the edge, off the C-gap short edge. We got to be able to get up the ball out quick enough right here. And that's exactly what he does. So just a really heads up, this looks like professional quarterbacking. See it, check, get the ball out, don't take a hit, positive gain. Lots to like there from the quarterback position. So how fast he can do this in another new environment, probably pretty quick if he's already doing it for Arizona when he just showed up a couple weeks ago. Nice job, get it out, completion, let's go. Next one here, 2nd and 4, we're going to miss a corner to the number 3. Hollywood, where'd who go? Now this thing to me is a big miss. So spray miss, not a big miss, like crucial in the game, but a wide miss. So the miss radius here, just the consistency of the ball location, not what you would probably expect from a top tier guy on Sundays. This to me is a throw that probably should be a touchdown. Right here, the number 3 coming up, running that corner to the back pylon. Normally you set it to the back pylon and then you want to throw that thing like halfway down the sideline, not actually at the back pylon. You sure as hell don't want to throw the thing and hit like, the PR intern on the side. We got to get a much more competitive throw here. I think his footwork lets him down here, gets a little toesy, gets a little clicky. Really easy to see the click element of it, right? So watch his feet come together at the top. So right there, keep that base. Click. And that's enough for you to spray that thing and miss it by yards. I mean, right? Watch out. I'm going to hit the photographer. Look out. Watch that footwork here from the back. Back foot. Click. Click. Wide miss. Tough one. The sweet irony, though, is he can make the throw because I'm going to show it to you right here. Number 3, same dude, Hollywood, corner, beautiful ball. Dot. So it's not that he can't do it. It's that the consistency of it isn't there yet. Doesn't mean that it won't be eventually. Now, I think his footwork is much better here. This is the same throw. Corner to the number 3 versus the same guy. Now, the route is not exactly the same. It's a little bit more of a sudden corner. Like, out. But again, really like the rhythm that he's playing with. I think his base is better here. And that's a hell of a throw. Great touch. Beautiful accuracy. Again, the heels never come together. Gets all his cleats in the ground. Give your guy a chance. And that ball's beautiful, right? Like, that's right on him. Hell yes. Last one here. Beautiful throw. Again to my guy, 85, number 2 up top, verse 2 man. I love the touch. It's a hell of an extension. An even better catch. Going to be a big pickup for me. But great job here from Dobbs. Watch the touch here. Staring down the barrel, takes a hit. Look at that throw. I mean, this is beautiful, right? Oh my God. Hell yes. That is outstanding. So 2-man, middle field open, right? Pretty easy to see. So middle field open. We've got those split safeties. 2-man, thinking defensively, inside leverage, inside leverage, inside leverage. Normally inside eye leverage. So they want you to do anything breaking out. Seams are great versus this. They're even better when you allow these guys to like give little nods or hezzies on the outside to work in. I think back in the day, my guy what the hell was his name? Wiggins. Guy was the best at like slowing himself open on these things. He might have been 85 too. Right there, McBride just takes that thing, beats him with speed. Whoop. And that is a beautiful touch throw. That is outstanding. I mean, these are the type of throws that you should be excited about in Minnesota. If he can throw these types of balls consistently down the field, look at him stare down the barrel right here, right? They run a little game, a little TE on the left. Boom, takes a big hit. That's a hell of a throw. Let's go. So that is a wrap. Josh Dobbs, Cardinals, struggling, certainly. I think the thing that jumps off the film, let's start with the positive. Dude can make plays. He's strong. He's a good runner. He can move around. He can create a little bit. He's got a lot of the clubs. Now, I don't think he has the strongest arm in the world, but he shows good touch. For the most part, pretty good player staying within the structure of the system. The reality is, though, is there were too many throws that you're just like disaster throws. So those have to get squashed, eliminated really quickly. Now, will that happen in Minnesota? We'll see. I think the thing, technique-wise, is he's just not as precise as a lot of guys across the league. And what I mean by that is the miss radius is wide. It's not consistent with the ball location. He tries to do things. You can tell he really knows what's going on, but some of the things he just can't quite rip it in there, can't quite put it exactly where he wants. But there's still a lot to like. I love his ability to kind of check plays at the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was really smart on third down, getting the ball out. And again, you add the element of a quarterback run game, gives you lots of different options. But if you look for him to kind of eliminate some of the disaster turnovers, I think all of a sudden you got yourself a chance. So thank you so much for hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one.